Hi, welcome back to my channel. This video is for anyone who struggles with anxiety and wants to be more social or do more things or get out and try something different. If you're bored or if you're feeling unconnected, this video is for you. Before we get started, hit the subscribe button. So today I wanted to share a victory. I like to share victories and explain how I got there. So I'm sitting in a parking lot, not at a grocery store, and I'm not looking at one. You'll get that if you watch enough of my videos. It's funny if you watch enough of my videos. Anyway, so I'm sitting in a parking lot at a conference center, which on a Saturday, in a busier, not super busy, but in a busier city. I'm moments away from Lambeau Field. For anyone that cares. I used to live not too far from here, so it doesn't faze me at all. But anyway, back to anxiety. I'm at a wellness event, and normally, depending if you've ever been to a wellness event, some are wah-wah and some are really bad. Some are halfway decent, and then there are some that are quite spectacular. With anything in life, this one's not, it's better than meh. So, or maybe it could be me. So I wanted to share 3 techniques that got me here today. I'm getting better. I think just confidence in general and increasing my identity, which is a huge thing that's my huge passion, is to share tips and tricks and have you witness somebody learning and growing in their identity. I haven't figured out a good line I haven't figured out how I want to present that yet either. I think the culmination of all the videos will be that some people have a short elevator speech on, I don't want to say rags to riches, but how they got to this point. And I think my videos are going to have to reflect that right now until I have a summary of that instead. But my first tip that I've learned that works for me is I wait till the last minute to decide. I've been sick a lot in my life. I've gotten a lot better. That's why I'm all about health and wellness, to the point where it's slightly a part of my identity at this point. That brings me joy. It makes me happy to understand those things. And I even tried health coaching, and it's not that I'm against that. I think there's beauty in that, and I still would help other people in that if that's part of their spot they want to work on. It's just not my main focus. So I'm more transformative and wanting to help people with anxiety for sure, because it is hard. So my first one, back to that, I'm going to get on a tangent otherwise, is do it last minute. I knew about this for probably a month or so, and I sort of put it on my calendar, but then I was thinking about it, and it kind of goes with my second tip. So I want to talk about those two together. My second tip is attach it to a goal. One of the things I've been learning lately, and I think it's been amazing, I haven't read the book, but I've had several people talk about it, and I guess it keeps popping up in my life, so I'm probably going to have to read it. The book is called Atomic Habits. And what one person had just recently told me is that if you attach a new habit, I do have a changing habits video that I haven't dropped yet, but at the time of this video, but if I have it, when I do it, I will link it somewhere. Anyway, they were talking about, so this Atomic Habits book, and so she was explaining to me that when you want to start a new habit, especially one that's difficult, like mine was drinking water and eating fiber, that might be in a different video, so I don't want to steal the thunder on that video, but we want to link something that you normally do, probably without thinking, to something new. So the goal of mine, I want to embody somebody that makes YouTube videos about health and wellness, and I want to be a coach, not necessarily a wellness coach. It's more transformative. I don't want to just focus on one thing. I think that's what I'm trying to get across, is I don't want to just be a health coach. I tried that and it just did not feel quite right. So I want to be a space for somebody to feel safe and talk things out and have some feedback. There's more to it than that, and I'll probably make a video on what I do. But this is what I want to share now. And that's goal. So my goal is to do all of those things and to be around people. That's one of the things that We all have those, I think they call it shadowy sides or shadowy moments or dark nights of soul. That's the next one I keep hearing. And when that happens, is the thought in my head is there's nobody around me. I live in a small town and there's not a ton of people that at least I don't know. And that's why I had to drive 45 minutes to even be here. So the dark night of soul or the negative self-talk, which I also have a video about reframing negative self-talk, or my latest idea. I might end up having a playlist at some point about negative self-talk because I have come a long way. So I like all the little things that I have experienced and I've dealt with and I've done. So that's why health coaching in general wasn't going to work. That's why I want to coach people on all things. Well, not all things. I'm not going to know everything, but to be that safe space. So back to my goal is to be around like-minded people. And if the dark night of soul keeps repeating the fact that there's nobody around me that I can do that with, and I have this opportunity to go to a wellness conference, why not go to the wellness conference? So I never know how I'm going to feel. That might be a belief that I still have to unpack yet. That's another video. But I'm still working on that. But I also want to give myself space so that if I don't feel good, or if I am backed up with a bunch of stuff that I need to get done, that I don't have to have all that, I don't want to say shame, but guilt or whatever you want to call it, disappointment. Sometimes I think a lot of anxiety comes from not wanting to be disappointed. So that was another reason why I didn't want to drive 45 minutes to get here and it be the other thing. And I think this one is the key to the whole situation. Expectation or outcome, however you want to look at it. I think those are two separate things, but I wrote it down as one. So anyway, the outcome, like there's so many different things in the past that I've been thinking that I would think about the outcome that I wanted to, or I was afraid of. I would think I'm not sure if guys do this, but I know women with anxiety are like, who's there? Or get myself all psyched out about all these different expectations and all these different outcomes. So my concern originally, before I changed it, was I was going to drive all the way up here and it'd be want, and then I'd just walk around for 2 minutes and leave. And then I would have wasted 2 hours because just drive time would have wasted me 2 hours. So my goal, I already explained the goal. The goal was, so I want to embody this lifestyle. I want to embody being a coach. I want to embody being around people that are wellness minded. So I'm going to go where the people are. If I'm willing to move eventually to a different state or even hopefully the Mediterranean, we're just going to hope on that. If I want to do that to that degree, I can drive 45 minutes to Green Bay. So that was worth my 2 hours. Not to mention the fact that I thought, well, if I get up and get dressed, then I can do videos in my car. So that I felt like then I was working. So it was worth the work drive to get here. And the beautiful part, the absolute beautiful part of this whole thing is to go into the unknown. I'm also trying to get comfortable with the unknown. To go into the unknown without expectation or outcome. And let me tell you, it's a little tricky to wrap your brain around at first. Not that much, but it's gorgeous. It's absolutely amazing. Once you do that, you have no attachment to outcome, that you're just going to show up. You're going to show up and reach your goals with no expectation. That has been fantastic for me. That has been super peaceful. It's brought me such inner peace. Just to recap, number 1, decide last minute. It's okay. Other people may not like it, then don't go with them. Decide last minute. 2, attach it to a goal. I want to embody a wellness, a transformational coach, whatever you want to call it. I want to embody that. I want to be around like-minded people. And the third one is to have no expectation or outcome. I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you next time.